actually knows what he's doing. So yeah, that's how I feel about the Jets. That's all the Jets topics we have. We're going to get to one final topic, but before we get to that topic, who's the one X factor for the Jets this year, in your opinion, that needs to really step up if this team wants to really compete? I'd probably say it's Denzel Mims. You know, he's going to be the go-to guy for Sam Darnold. He can't become a bust, or else that's going to really set this offense back, because outside of maybe a tight end or two that Darnold has, maybe Perryman makes some catches, Darnold just doesn't have weapons. So I would say it's Denzel Mims. What do you think?
Well, Chris Herndon, I think, is going to be the X factor. Him and Darnold had a great connection their rookie season. They played really well together. Last season, there was a lot of hope for those two. The preseason games showed that Darnold was going to rely a lot on Herndon, and then he got hurt and didn't play this year. And the tight end position played all right this year compared to previous seasons, or last season compared to previous seasons. I think it's down to Chris Herndon. Him and Darnold's relationship will be huge. Darnold doesn't have a lot of the same players he had his rookie season. With Robbie Anderson gone, Quincy Enunwa, he's always hurt. So you have to rely on a guy that you already know, especially when you don't have the OTAs and the mini camps that you usually do this season because of the pandemic. So if Chris Herndon and Sam Darnold's relationship from previous seasons helps, that's going to be a huge X factor for them, because Chris Herndon is a heck of a talent. I've watched some highlights and recently, because there's nothing else to really do right now with no sports on. And Chris Herndon's catch against the Packers, his game against the Colts, his rookie season was phenomenal. And he looked like an up-and-coming tight end who's going to be a real star in this league. But that was the big issue with him in college, was he couldn't stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, that's going to be the X factor for this Jets team.
Now, I actually thought about another, player that I wanted to mention a little bit. I would say on the defensive side of the football, it's got to be Quinnen Williams. I thought that he was by far actually the best player in that draft. I was very high on Kyler Murray. I was very high on Nick Bosa. I thought that Haskins was going to be great. I think that he's going to turn around this year. We'll see about that. But yeah, there was a lot of great players. I say Quinnen Williams was the best defensive tackle and just overall the best player in that draft. And there was a lot of good players. And he kind of underwhelmed me this past year. So do you think that Quinnen Williams is the X factor on the defense?
I absolutely do. He should. There was a lot of high hopes for Quinnen Williams being the number 3 overall pick. But also, there was a lot of Jets fans, including myself, who thought we should have traded down a few spots and then drafted Josh Allen, the linebacker or edge rusher that the Jaguars took. Because we have had an edge rushing problem for the last decade and a half. We haven't had a good edge rusher. We've had solid guys, but nothing really great. So a lot of us fans wanted Josh Allen with the draft pick last year. And then we took Quinnen Williams, and we were sold on the fact that he was potentially the best overall player in the draft after Nick Bosa, and he could be the next Aaron Donald. And he underwhelmed. Granted, he was a rookie, but still, what we were expecting, he never showed it. So he's got to be a lot better this year. So I will agree that he's an X factor at the defense.
Yep. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.